It's one of the most coveted jobs in our area with intense competition for a small number of positions. Hiring has begun and training is underway. Local 12 News reporter Jeff Hurst joins us live. He's in Over the Rhine to look at who is becoming a streetcar driver. Jeff.
Well, good evening. It won't be till September that passengers will be waiting here at one of these stops for the streetcar to come by, because that's when the streetcar will start. But as you mentioned, before the streetcars can actually come down the tracks, the operators have to be hired and they have to be trained.
Okay, what we're talking about now is cab controls.
It's harder, numerically anyway, to get chosen for this class than it is to get into Harvard.
It's very exciting because I feel like we all were needles picked out of a haystack.
This is the first class for operators of the Cincinnati streetcar. A total of 10 people will be hired. 350 have applied, so you have to be good.
Attention to detail. I think that's probably the biggest one. And then a customer service attitude. So we need people that are cognizant of the fact that we have a lot of pedestrians, bicyclists, automobile drivers out there. There's a lot going on the streets that we operate. So we need someone to really be able to pay attention to a lot of different things at the same time.
So you got four settings on it: off, intermittent, slow, and fast.
The operator course runs 10 weeks, half in class with instructor Bruce Breeden, half in the streetcars themselves. Most of the successful applicants have previous experience driving buses, trucks, or streetcars.
I was with Tucson Streetcar in Arizona for a year and a half. I like to operate streetcar. It's new thing, and then I like to deal with public.
Cincinnati has 5 streetcar vehicles that the new operators will run, and the first one, which came in, is numbered 1175. And you may wonder, why the heck did they start with that number? Well, the last streetcar to run in Cincinnati back in the early 1950s was numbered 1174. So these cars are just picking up the tradition.
I wanted to come back because I thought it'd be history remade here in Cincinnati.
And the new drivers can't wait to get out on the road, or rather, the tracks.
I do feel special. Like I said, I'm a people person. I love the public and I love transportation. I guess it's just in my blood.
Yeah, that new hire that we talked to, she worked for Metro for many, many years as a bus driver. The trainer that you saw, he worked for Metro for a long time. He retired. He's been out for 8 years. And he came back because he was really enthused about the streetcar. And it'll be coming down these tracks in September. The training wage for the new hires is $16 an hour, and then when they move up to get these streetcars out here with passengers, it can go to about $19 an hour. Live and Over the Rhine, Jeff Hurst, Local 12 News. Back to you.
So nobody around here knows how to drive a streetcar, so how did the trainer get trained to train the new people?
That's a good question, and honestly I don't know the answer to that, but obviously you've seen them out and around, and so somebody had to know how to do it to take them out on the tracks first. So yeah. I assume he was trained to be able to train them.
So I'll ask you something you do know. What's it like inside the cars? Are they neat?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's mostly a standing room situation. It's not, there are a number of seats, but mostly they expect people to stand in the streetcar. It's cool. There's big windows, and if you like travel, this mode of travel, it's fun.
And I do look forward to it. Thanks very much, Jeff Hurst. The streetcar line connects over the Rhine with the banks downtown near the river. City Council is still debating how to fund the $4.2 million operating costs for the first year.